I'm Logun Shell with the South Holston River Company. We're here at the Tailwaters Lodge property today. We finally made it. We made it through the summer months. The 100-degree weather is kind of going behind us, and we're seeing some cooler mornings and some warmer afternoons, which is great for our river. Seeing a lot of bug activity still with this afternoon. Our morning, it's going to be with these cold mornings coming in, we're seeing, temps in the 50s. We'll have some warmer mornings here and there, but hopefully these cooler mornings are here to stay for a little while, going into September and October. And I call these upcoming months, these upcoming 3 months, September, October, November, the magical months. And the reason I say that is really any skill level of fly fisher can come out here and have an excellent day. Whether you're looking for that fish of a lifetime or you just want to come out here and catch as many fish as possible, these next 3 months are the prime time to get out here and do this. So if you're here at the Tailwaters Lodge and you're staying and you're just waiting and say you don't get a guide for the day, start off kind of on the smaller end of your bug pattern cycle there. You want to start off with some smaller midges, mayflies, even some scud patterns early in the morning works really good this time of year. As that afternoon kind of transitions back into that kind of 70-ish degree weather, you're going to start maybe even seeing some dry fly action, sulfurs, blue wing olives. I've even seen some black caddis flying around here even this afternoon. Before this water come up, we was seeing fish consistently rising. Your tactic for your wade fishermen coming out here at the Tailwaters Lodge is going to be either a dry drop first thing in the morning, or when that afternoon sun starts hitting and warms up the river just a touch and gets that bug cycle, going for our dry flies, maybe switch to a double dry. And these days like this, where it starts off in the 50s and transitions into the middle 70s to 80s, are prime days to be on the water. I love this time of year. I love guiding this time of year. I love fishing this time of year. Like I said, the numbers will be phenomenal, and if you want to try to catch that fish of a lifetime, now is the time to get out here. Book a trip with us. Come and stay at the Tailwaters Lodge. These trees are going to start changing very soon. We're starting to already see some leaves fall down on the ground, and you're going to get that beautiful October ombre of orange and yellow and greens and browns. And even if you don't want to fish and you just want to come out and see that change, if you've never seen that before in our mountain range here, it is truly a beautiful sight to see. This is the time to truly enjoy East Tennessee. Whether you're coming here for a race weekend, fishing, or just wanting to get your family out for a little bit. I know those kids' fall breaks are coming up very soon. Now would be a great time to look at booking those trips and booking your stay at the Tailwaters Lodge. These dates do go quickly. We have a bunch of people that are return here every year because they know the fishing's great, they love the weather, they love the atmosphere, and these cooler nights we have all kinds of fire pits with our Tailwaters Lodge cabins. So come out, enjoy your drink of choice of the evening, wind down, enjoy that cool breeze of fall coming into the air, and enjoy a little bonfire at night. Roast those marshmallows with the kiddos, the wife, the girlfriend, the significant other, and get out in the day and enjoy this weather and enjoy this fishing. I was just here for 5 minutes and we landed 2 fish. So, if that tells you anything about how this weather's shaping up our fishing, right there should be your sign. We made 4 casts, 2 fish in under 5 minutes, and that's just going to progressively get better and better. And there's bugs. Our fish are happy. These cooler temps keep our fish happy this time of year. We had a very rainy summer, so we're going to see water for probably the rest of the season for our guides. And this is keeping our fish happy, our temps down. Bug life is awesome right now. This has been one of the better years that I've seen for production. A lot of big fish have been caught. We've had a lot of great numbers days, and it just shows how healthy our rivers are right now. Going forward, we'll end up transitioning even more so, this late October, when we kind of stay consistently in that 40 to 60 range. That's going to be, you know, your streamer junkies. Come out here and throw some streamers around. We're right there on the edge of that pre-spawn. You know, book a float trip, get some streamers out, hit it early in the morning, late in the afternoon. Great time to throw some streamers. So really this, like I said, this is the magical months. Whether you're a dry fly purist, you just want some fish, you want to throw some nymph rigs, some streamers, now is the time. These next 3 months are really the time to do anything you want as far as fly fishing. You know, wade fishing is going to be great. Float trips, we got those. If you need us, you can call us and we can get you on the water. I would recommend booking as early as possible, just because these dates are prime dates for our guides. These are prime dates for the Tailwaters Lodge. People coming here to stay for the weekend, a week, whatever you want to do. So, you know, look at your calendar, talk with your people, and come out here and stay with us and enjoy this river. As you can see here, we got some water today. They generated at noon, so this is perfect. I love this afternoon release. I like fishing. You know, we can do some low water stuff in the morning, come out and hit this high water in the evening. Great time to be out here, guys. The weather's truly amazing right now, and it's just going to get better. Wade fishermen that's staying here at the Tailwaters Lodge, great time to be here. You know, we're seeing a lot of afternoon releases, so in the morning is a prime time to get out here. Still a little bit, you can throw some terrestrials first thing in the morning, get some of those, you know, big eats off the top, and then probably scaling your dry fly size down to 16 sulfur, 18, 20 as the day goes on. We really want to be paying attention to this generation schedule if you're out here wade fishing, and the reason is we've had a lot of rain this past summer, so our lakes are full, and they're going to start dumping this water daily, trying to get our lakes back down to what they call winter level for the TVA. So we're going to see some sort of generation probably daily. There's going to be very few days on the generation there's going to be very few days that's not scheduled for a generation release. Sometimes they push it back. I know on Sundays they'll push the generation schedule back to late evening. So Sunday's probably if you plan on wade fishing all day, Sunday's probably going to be your best bet for right now. But as always, the TVA changes daily, and it even can change hourly. We've seen that happen. So you want to make sure that you're downloading the TVA app, checking the schedule the night before, the morning of, and while you're out on the river, especially wade fishing. You don't want to be caught out here in a generation and stuck out there in the middle when this water starts rapidly rising. So mornings are prime for our wade fishermen right now. Until probably later on in the, probably later on in this year, they'll probably switch and transition to the full day release schedule. And, that's going to be a little tougher for our wade fishermen. Great time to get in a boat that time of year when they're releasing water all day. And when you're out here, just make sure that, we're getting ready to go into pre-spawn, and our sections of our river will start closing down in the 1st of November. So make sure we're not fishing in those sections. Also, when you're up here in this upper end, wading past November, you want to be making sure that you're not stepping over any reds, and leave those spawning fish alone. Let them do their thing, and just pay attention where you're at in the river. It's pretty obvious of where these fish are going to spawn. It'll be a big cleared out white section in the dark river bottom. And you'll see some fish sitting there that's not really spooky. Leave those guys alone. Don't step across where they was sitting. And just a reminder, our sections are going to be closed from the 1st of November to the 1st of February. They'll be closed down for that time frame. Then after that, they'll reopen, and that's even a great time to come back in the spring when that section opens and get back out here, because these fish, they go through their winter cycle and they're coming into the spring. More bugs are going to be in our river, and they'll be ready to eat. So look at these fall trips, look at these spring trips coming up. Wade fishing, like I said, in the mornings is probably going to be your go-to. Afternoons, probably not so good, except on Sundays for right now. And like I said, that is subject to change day to day. Just want to be making sure you're keeping an eye on that generation schedule. And if you see the water happen to come up while you're out there, just go ahead get out of the river, check the generation schedule, make sure they're not doing some kind of pulse in our generation, or change it to where they're releasing water all day. It's a lot better to be safe than be stuck out there and be stuck out there in a dangerous position while wade fishing.